Divine peace and blessings. Welcome to my channel. My name is Collease88. This is going to be a karmic reading. Let's find out who these karmics are. Let's find out why they are here to help you grow. What is it about you? What are your gifts? Let's go ahead and get these decks shuffled up. So feel free to like and subscribe. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave the comments on for this particular video, but let's see how I feel. Let's get this deck. Okay, so Spirit, let's go ahead and find out for my audience. What gifts do they have that the karmic sees and is trying to take? What gifts? What gifts does the divines have that the karmics are trying to take? You have the key. Yeah, you have the key. Let's go to the book. It says, oh, you got two cards. The key and the snail. Okay, let's go to the book. Let's read what this says about the key and the snail. I'm giving you the whole scoop. Okay, this is a new deck for me, so I like it. You have secrets. You have freedom. You're open. You are a contained source of inspiration. You inspire people. You give them new ideas and answers all of the time. So you're enlightened. This is Hierophant energy. This is the energy of a sage. Let's go to what it says about the key. Keys are symbolic of granting access to opening. You've got the key to the crossroads, closing, binding, and freeing. They hold the power to unlock secret knowledge and mystery of psychological and physiological understanding. The key is a source of control that opens the levels of different worlds in our hearts. It holds a connection. You're very powerful. It holds a connection between the inner and outer worlds. It is the energetic lock between the physical and the divine realms. Powerful. I hold the key to my heart. I choose who to open that door to. It is okay for me to take my time. That's why the snail is here. I'll get into the snail energy in just a minute. It is okay for me to take my time getting to know or rediscover the people in my life and what I choose to share with them. Ashe. My heart and intuition know how to honor the sacred secrets and exchanges between people. So that's basically telling me that you know that you have to, you know that you're in the midst of altars, okay? You know. I hold the sacred key to my inner wisdom, love, stability, confidence, and creativity. When I have an uh-oh moment, I allow my curiosity to follow it, knowing I have revealed a secret that was locked away. As I allow spirit and a divine source of energy to inspire me, I can choose to use this energy to create a new source of excitement in my world. If someone confides in me, or if I feel the need to confide in someone else, I am sure that whatever side I am on, I enter the agreement with integrity and trust. Ashe. Let's go to the snail. So these are pretty much what they know about you. And they want what it is you know. They want you to slip up, or they don't want you to have this. Okay, patience, persistence, pregnancy, fertility, limitless expansion. This is the Nine of Pentacles energy. And it has a little bit of it has the Empress energy to it as well, even though it's not described as Empress energy. My patience allows new doors to open in divine timing. Okay, so you're a patient, methodical person that's filled with a lot of creativity, ideas, and dreams. Okay, so it says here the snail represents the slow, steady climb of patience and persistence. The snail is connected to the lunar cycles representing fertility, pregnancy, and fecundity. Its shell holds the markings of a spiral, which symbolizes the internal continuation of the expansion of the soul and its return to self. I've got this. I'm going to get where I am going, one step at a time, no rush, no hurry. This moment is about learning, patience, and trusting my higher self. As my life expands and takes on more meaning and more significant responsibility, I remember I am learning all over again. This process unfolds each time I am presented with a new avenue, goal, or set of different circumstances. My current conditions are allowing for a unique opportunity to absorb something new, reconnect with myself, and then come back to who I am. Each time I absorb a new lesson. You are the Hermit. This is definitely Hermit energy. And you're a person that does shadow work. Okay. Each time I absorb a new lesson, I step out into the world as a new, more evolved version of myself. Aye, Bobo. I am walking this life as bravely as I can each time. I relax into patience with myself. My mind sets itself anew. With each step I take, I move gently out of my comfort zone and into even greater expansion. Expansion comes from having a day one. It may not always feel easy. I remind myself that persistence is the key to my evolution and my expansion is limitless. Okay. Let's see who these karmics are. Let's go ahead and get a description of who these karmics are and the actions they take towards you, because you might not even know that this person is a hater. All right, so let's get a description, Spirit, of these 12th house. This person could be a Pisces. Okay. Okay. All right, and let's see this card here. This person could also, they have the numinous. Okay, this person could be a Pisces and they could be magical. They could also have psychic abilities or part of the occult. This person is in competition with you. Okay. Okay, they may have a moon in Pisces, moon in Taurus, Taurus in the North Node. Okay, and this person is within your work environment. For those of you who are not witchy, or even if you are and you're being targeted by somebody that is, let me not say witchy, because a lot of times people take that term kind of like to mean Hollywood type of witchy, which means wise woman. That's the origin name for a witch. And there are people who kind of like, I would say that this person is just immature. Okay. Even as they may have knowledge of their ability to manipulate and or play or be a master manipulator, mind games. Okay. They have a complexity. They're easily irritated. Okay. And they don't necessarily have to be a person that does spells and stuff like that. I don't want people to always think that when these types of cards come out that we're talking about somebody actually doing spells on you or whatever have you. Sometimes there is a such thing of people having such strong mind manifestation abilities. That is the reason why evil eye exists. That is the reason why evil eye is mentioned, because they might not know that their gaze and their desire for you to fail at what it is you do holds such a strong weight in the universe that it has some effect on you. It does not stop you completely, Okay. But they would love to ruin your reputation. Okay. They would love to ruin your reputation is what I got here. This person could be backbiting you in the workplace, telling lies about you in the workplace. They could be lying about how well you're doing at things or not doing well at things. Okay, because you have the 10th house reputation here. That's Capricorn energy. Okay, they could be lying about how you got to the top. Okay, they could be saying, you know, you slept around, you know, you got whole tendencies. Okay, they could be saying, okay, you have Mercury. There's definitely some communication with regards to your reputation. That's kind of like coming out to confirm that they're talking about your sex life. They could be saying really ugly things about you. And even if they do, if this is somebody that, say for instance, you know, you still have in your circle because you grew up with them, and they are telling your personal business from when you were a child, like, or a teenager, you know, but you've grown, like you're a grown up now and you do things differently. This person wants to constantly remind you of your past. Okay, they're two-faced with this double minded energy. Okay, that's not saying that Gemini is okay, two-faced. That's just showing me the twins here having two heads. Okay, having two heads, like, okay. They could be saying that you ran the streets a lot. They could be saying that you're superficial. They could be saying that, you know, you like to have a lot of partners, a lot of sex partners. Okay. They're talking about your sex life. They could be saying that they're trying to ruin your reputation. Talking about your sex life. And I'll say this, you know, because there are people, I feel like there's going to be a cross watcher who may actually watch this video who could be doing things like this. And I feel the need to speak on this. Okay. I just want to say, you know, pay your haters, never mind. Those people who choose to listen to them and believe what it is they're saying about you, they don't have a mind of their own, you know, and it's a true known fact that whenever you want to get to know something about somebody, it's best to go to the horse itself and find out if it's, you know, accurate information before people go and spread it. Because even if they're another spirit, they could be another tarot card reader and or a person with psychic abilities, and they could be mixing what they know with a little bit of what they want to talk about. Okay. Saturn came out in the reverse. This is a person that is immature. So because Saturn is about earth wisdom, a person that is disciplined, but in the reverse, this person isn't disciplined, and they see that you have the characteristics that they desire and want to have, but they think that dimming your light in the eyes of other people will make them most cherished. It's a challenge. Okay, this is a challenge on your path. A definite challenge. Okay. And this is telling me that you have been going through challenges in your life as well. Spirit said that you have been going through challenges in your life. Okay. And this is what you know. Okay. The key and the answers that you hold come from your personal life experiences, and you're able to help people because of what it is you have gone through and what you have learned in that process. And when other spirits and diviners, when this person could be a diviner, okay, for some of you. Now let me tell you about this one person that could be a diviner, okay, that is trying to, you know, ruin your reputation because they're using their influence for their own empowerment. Okay, they're using their influence to pretty much spread rumors around your name and what it is you do because they want your gifts. They want to have the key to the other realms. Okay, and they want you to share more about how you obtained your keys, but they don't know that you were chosen. The keys were given to you because you did shadow work. The keys were given to you because you strived to improve yourself. Okay, nobody knows what you've been through. Nobody knows. Ooh, Spirit just, okay, I just got a flash. I just got a flash of some of your lives, okay? Some of you, people don't know how many times you have suffered at the hands of other people to come to understanding who you are. This card, Jupiter, to expand and to pretty much come into the knowledge that you have right now. They don't know what it took to get that diamond to form from that lump of coal. They don't know how much pressure from the outside world that you had to endure to get the key. Because you had no other choice. This is how your life was set up. This is how your life was destined to be. Of course, you had to make the decision to come up underneath the wing, okay, the wings of your spirit team. It was always your choice. It's always everyone's choice. The choice is there for everyone. But sometimes it takes a little more time for other people. Sometimes people never get it, and it's not your problem. Those who I'm reading for today, it's not your problem that they don't get it. It's not your problem. So let them spread the rumors about you. Let them, until it comes knocking on your door, then you have the opportunity to address it if you so please. Okay, let's see here. Is there anything else this card here wants to kind of like roots? Okay, roots. Some of them could be family members. Some of them could be talking about your family and the things that go on in your family. Some of them is telling, they're telling, okay. For others of you, they're talking about your family and how you were raised and what your family is like and how you're being treated, and they don't know what they're talking about. And this is right next to reputation. This is what they're doing to kind of like, this is that 410 number. This person is putting in overtime to ruin your, like they're making it their business. They will get their karma. This is what the karmics do. This is their life lesson. This is how either they get taken out of the game or how they either rise in the game, because the lessons are going to come down from the divine. They won't always have this opportunity to bite your back out. Like everybody has to go through the lessons. Everybody has to go through these challenges. And some people, because their life was plush or their life was that daggone hard, it's always one of the extremes that they become bitter or they become cynical, right? And they become bitter if life is too hard and they want to kind of like project their problems onto other people, or their life was too plush. And so therefore they want to kind of like see you as a peasant. Okay, so we got Capricorn, we got Cancer, we got Taurus, we got Pisces, we got Gemini, we got Cancer again. Okay, and they're using what, okay, for others of you, like I was saying, this is not just about those who have spiritual gifts or competing to kind of like win favor in the public eye. Some of them are close to you who you grew up with, people that you went to school with, okay, and they are talking about you. Okay, so let's channel in on these people. What is it they see about you? What is it they see about my divines? Those school mates, those classmates, some childhood friends. Spirit wants me to address those people now. Is this 2 cards or 1? Because these cards is 2. Okay, so your classmates, your childhood friends, your roundaway buddies, people that know you from the past that you might not even live on the same street with, or like having your normal circle or whatever have you, what they're saying about you, what gifts they see about you that they are like intimidated by. You have the globe and you have the Sphinx. All right, so let's go to the book for both of these cards to see what it is they see about you that intimidates them. We're going to get into, you know, these childhood friends. Okay, so you're a humanitarian. You share your desires and experiences and similarities and differences. We are united through love. You have an open mind. You see the world through a whole new perspective. You are not closed-minded. You have acceptance with the world being what it is, and those of us that are in it, you don't discriminate. You don't discriminate. You have very little prejudices. You're careful. You're cautious. You know that people are imperfect or can be malicious. And you know that it's not one set of people or one group of people or one race of people that are capable of hurting others. So why hate one group? You're a global person where you look for like-minded people and people that have similarities. Okay? No matter what they look like, they can be green as long as they like red Kool-Aid. You're okay with them. As long as they are kind and open-minded, you're okay with them. And they don't like you because you won't be, you know, this way or that way. You won't, you know, pick their side and discriminate against people the way that they do. And so you're a global person. You're open-minded. You know that people come with faults, and you only look to protect yourself from people who are capable of hurting you, and they can come in your own race, outside of your race, your own family, your friends. You know all of that. You know all of that. So it says about the globe. The globe represents the universal truths of humanity, the shared understanding of love and the feeling of pain. The globe links our desires, experiences, similarities, and differences. The globe also represents carrying the weight of the world on your shoulders. Globe with stars is associated with Urania, Muse, patron of astronomy. It represents being able to see the bigger or universal picture. My emotions and values matter. I am focused on the greater good and the feelings and experiences that generate connection. As I speak from a place of vulnerability and truth, I create space for others to be vulnerable as well. As I witness the experience of others, I lean into a place of love and empathy. See, you and Spirit just said to me, you do not discriminate against transgenders, homosexuals, or the LGBTQ community. And it is, Spirit says you have family members that are LGBTQ. And so therefore you are open-minded. Somebody has a son that is homosexual, and you're open-minded. You are caring because, oh, I feel tears. You are caring in the world because you know that people are different. Humanity is like a box of chocolates that have different flavors. And so therefore you are open-minded. Look at the eye up there. You see with your third eye. Let's go back to what this says. I almost cried. My emotions and values matter. I am focused on the greater good and the feelings and experiences that generate connection. As I speak from a place of vulnerability and truth, I create space for others to be vulnerable as well. As I witness the experience of others, I lean into a place of love and empathy. Love is the one feeling that connects us all, and lack of it creates the fear that divides us. My light is needed on this planet. Ashe. As I light up, I share my radiance with others. As we all light up in the darkness, we become the reflection of the stars. If I have been feeling inundated with pressures from outside sources, I give myself time and space to check in with what I need and what feels important to me. Even if I feel nervous to speak my truth, I innately understand that deeper connection is created through the expression of my raw emotions. I have an opportunity to share myself with others. This helps me to keep me in alignment with my values and truth, keeping my energy clean of resentment and false connection. No attachments. I remain aligned with my bigger picture. I give the same courtesy to those around me, focusing on connection as my end goal. Ashe. Let's go to the Sphinx. Oh, you are a beautiful, beautiful person, and people despise it. People can't get it. How can you see all of this happening in the world? You are a protector of that inner alchemy work. You know that there are imperfections in the human race. And you only seek what's good for yourself, and you only want what's best for yourself and others. What's good for me is good for the goose and the gander. This is tribute, elemental alchemy, ancient wisdom, protector. I hold the sacred wisdom of all generations that have come before me. This is the energy of the Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. The Sphinx represents the power of solar energy and the sun, a tribute to the divine masculine. You could be a man, or you could be a woman that exudes a lot of masculine energy or has the ability to be a leader and pretty much am leading. The sculpture itself was used to guard sacred artifacts, tombs, palaces, and divine passageways. So you are protected while you're on this path. It may sting a little bit what it is they're doing. It could kind of like make you cave in over it a little bit is what I'm getting. The Sphinx symbol of the four elements combined, fire, water, air, earth, representing the spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and tangible powers of the pharaoh. It is symbolic of the ancient source of wisdom, conveying spiritual lightness and overcoming animal instinct. This is critical. You're a critical thinking person. You think about you first, and then you think about others. My heart is the most sacred, beloved part of me. It is my inner treasure. It is worthy of being protected and shining bright. My protective patterns and layers are working to do just that. They have the best intentions to guard my noble and mystical soul. When I am triggered, I choose to pause and check in with my deeper feelings. Okay, so some of you could be dealing with triggers. So let's get into, who these people are. Okay, you kind of get the gist of what this is saying to me, what this is saying to you as well. Okay, I like this oracle deck. Let's get into these karmics that you're facing, how they're affecting you, what they're doing to you, how they're affecting you, what they're doing to you. Where are they in your life? The edge. They're pushing you to the edge. This is Aquarius energy. These are, again, friendships, groups that are even humanitarian groups. These are rebellious people who kind of rebel against change and evolution. Okay. These are people who kind of like you have had allies with, who kind of like are surrounding you, like in your neighborhood, in groups. You got the moon and the numinous back out. Okay, so these are groups. I feel like these are women. This could be a boss on the job for some of you. I feel like this is a person who has an old tradition. These are people who gravitate towards you. Saturn, Neptune and Saturn. These are people who a lot of times want to escape the lives that they actually live to be you. To have the same ideas in life that you have, but they don't know what it took for you to obtain what it is you have. You're practical. They have a difficulty time relating to you and your ideas. And they want to know what it's like to be you. The 7th house of relating. That Neptune energy. Okay. They want to know, how did you become the way that you actually became? And guess what? You know, if they want so badly to be you, the only thing they have to do is be them. Hocus pocus, keep the focus. Okay? It's not about being them. It's about them embracing who they are, loving themselves, and being the best that they can be. Creating their own connections to their spirit team and to the divine. Pisces, mystic energy. 2nd house. Oh boy. Taurus energy. They look at your talent and your finances, and I feel like they are wanting to know so much about you. Too much. They are, you know, they are trying to invade your personal space, your personal privacy. They want to tap into, let me tell you something. When people try and use the Akashic records to obtain information that they had no permission to obtain, for some reason Spirit is having me go this, because I feel like I'm speaking to some baby high priestesses or some high priestesses that are dealing with karmics. When Spirit, when you have that path, and it was pretty much preordained for you to live this path because of the things that you had to live through and suffered through and things of that nature, and people are tapping into your energy to get information from the Akashic records on you, or to try and like, I don't think they know. If they were to read Edgar Casey's book on the Akashic records, and there is another woman that wrote a good book on the Akashic records some years ago that explained that the Akashic records is pure energy. Okay, it has time. Okay, it has how long the dinosaurs, the gods, every plant on earth, flower, tree on earth has in a lifetime. Okay, and I feel like they are spying. Okay, you see that telescope? And it's more than one person. They're doing it as a group. They're doing it as a group to try and get into your Akashic records. And these are people that you may have once considered a friend or friends. And they want to see what's going to go good for you. They want to see how far you make it. They want to know what you went through in life and what you're experiencing. But what they're not taking into consideration, that when you're working with the tarot, you're still working with the Akasha. And that these, you know, these spirits that pretty much rule synchronicity, wisdom, knowledge, have rules, and they require discipline. They require that you have that iwe pele, or that, you know, respect. They require that. Even if it's not written in fine red ink, there are guardians of the Akasha, and they will hold these people accountable. They have been sending them warnings. The Edge, they are going too far to bring you down. And they have been warned. Spirit said, I got you. Spirit said, I got you. You know, listen, we all go through, you know, it makes us stronger when we go through these situations where people don't want to leave us alone, or they want to try and take something from us that we earned. And if it's meant for you to have, you're going to have it regardless of what other people want to manage and steal and take from you. They want to cut you off from the divine. And it's because their agenda is so dirty, Spirit said, that they have totally convinced themselves that they are capable of doing so. Wow. Wow. And it's a group. I feel like it's a group. It could be a group with both men and women, but I feel heavily that it's a group with women. This is sad. Well, I tell you this much. Let's give you some hope. What's your rewards? Because they can't stop this. The Six of Pentacles comes out. Okay, I'm not going to take that. Okay, what's their rewards for having been messed with in such a way? I knew this six. I know it might be another six that comes out with this 666. Balance, harmony, peace, reciprocity from the universe, honor, respect, dignities, recognition, love from the universe. Look at this shadow. You might be heartbroken over the deception. You might be heartbroken over the betrayal. You may be mourning loss. You may be dwelling over situations in the past of how you and them once connected and how you once got along, and yet and still the sun comes out for you in the shadow. I see something here. Let's get another card to go with this. What are their rewards? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. You will continue to have this connection to the divine. The divine is going to reciprocate you for the hiccups, the attacks, the setbacks, the distractions, the attempts on your path to set you astray or take you out of the game, and look forward to your, look at this. Look at this. What else are their rewards? You're gonna, wow. You're gonna have options. A door is opening for you. Remember, in the beginning, many of you have the key. That key is only for you. And that spot isn't going to be given to anyone else. Nobody else can fill its shoes. That key has your name on it. It has your soul print, Spirit says. It has your soul print on it. And that key cannot be given to anyone else. It is designated for you. So whether or not you decide to turn your back on it or not, that key will never be given to anyone else. This card here. Judgment. Make the call. Make the call. Decide to walk through that door to, even if you don't know where it's going, and you could be a little afraid to make the choice, but you're being called. You're being called towards destiny. Look. You have an opportunity. You have a message to pick it up and run. Run with it. High Priestess energy. Use your intuition. Let me see here. I want to I feel like I'm missing something from, you're going through a rebirth. You have an opportunity to be reborn. You have an opportunity to be reborn. To bring life to a situation that is totally you, created by you. Like, you have your own design and footprint, and no one else can take its place. Just like our fingerprints have a specific marker that nobody else can obtain or have naturally. So if you're wondering why you're being attacked, it's because you're destined to do good. Rather it's on the job, rather it's with your family and your community as a spiritual, healer. Whatever your path is, you're supposed to be great at it. And people want to try and stop you from being good at what it is you do. And it's because sometimes you have to show the universe that you want it that bad. So don't always look at them as, haters. Oh my gosh, these. Don't look at it like that. Look at it as you have to show the universe that it's really what it is you want, and that no matter who or what gets in your way, you're going to stay focused and commit to the task of completing what you started. All right, so I'll leave you with that. Divine peace and blessings.